Go on. There ain't no food in there.
Lay down. It's not the food. It's the smells.
There's no food in there.
It's the smells.
Check.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast.
I didn't know we were starting.
I know. Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I am Martelle, and Randy's here.
Yep, I'm here.
He showed up.
I'm here, and I brought beer.
Get used to it.
Yeah.
So, what's going on? How was last night?
Good.
How was last night?
Who's
we?
Me, Beth, and the boys. We just stayed home.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, last night was really just January 1st, so.
Oh, yeah, it was. Same thing as always then. It was just a normal night.
You didn't watch the football game?
Oh, yeah, I watched the game.
Jesus Christ, I figured that would be like the first thing out of your mouth when I said, what did you do last night? How was last night?
Well, you never talk about football.
Well, I actually watched the game last night.
Oh. That was an entertaining game.
It was.
The second quarter was hilarious when they kept getting all those weird touchdowns.
Yeah. It was a good game.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I did too. I only watch games when they come down to the bowl games. I don't give a shit about
everything else.
The foosball before that, how they get there.
Kind of like wait until March Madness for basketball.
I don't even do that.
I don't either.
I hate basketball.
Some people do
basketball is not my sport to watch. I like to just go out and shoot hoops.
Yeah.
And watch my daughter play.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I just sent you a message.
You did.
Of an article we need to read. It's got pictures you can see.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Mom hires Grinch to bring festive fun. Instead, he destroys her house.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Oh, I'm in on that. I mean, you hired someone to literally destroy Christmas.
Yeah.
That's his job.
Yeah. Kind of just peruse through it, or do you want me to read through it some?
No, go ahead and read through it. But we also have a couple things to try.
We do. So what do you want to do first?
Well, let's pour the beer and talk about this while we drink it.
Okay. Well, I've got 6 beers.
Well, damn. Well, let's start with the first one.
So,
are they all different?
As far as I know, I still have not looked. So what happened? This was from Smokey Mountain Brewery in Tennessee.
Yep.
Where we get the ale steak.
Yep.
And when I went to leave, and literally head back to Ohio, the last thing we did was get an ale steak, and I said, I want 6 beers to go. And the waitress says, cool, what do you want? Surprise me.
And you're like, I don't know.
6 different beers. Now, I had their Cherokee ale with my steak. Then I told her, give me 6 beers, don't care what they are, and I don't know what she gave me. I put them in here, so they'd be cold, but I did not look at them as I put them in. So I'm going to reach in without looking.
You're such a beer snob.
I am. Pull out a craft beer. This is Smokey Mountain Brewery IPA. That's all it says. An Indian Pale Ale.
You're not going to like it.
Probably not. So crack that open, pour some, and I'll start reading this article. Oh, just wear headphones. We'll zip the cooler back up and keep the rest of them cold. I can barely hear myself. Is it just me? It might be me. So Mom hires Grinch to bring festive fun. Instead, he destroys her house. Says there isn't much parents won't do to help their children believe the magic of the holiday season, but for one Irish mom, the results backfired spectacularly when she invited a hired Grinch to come calls. Thank you.
To what?
To come calls. Hired a Grinch to come, cause a bit of mischief around her home, and instead he completely destroyed the place.
That's what she paid for.
Yeah, she paid 85 pounds, which is roughly $150, for an actor dressed up as the Grinch to come in.
That's 150 Canadian, by the way.
Oh, Canadian, yeah, sorry.
So it's only about 75 cents.
Yeah, it's like it don't even matter. We would throw it away here.
Yeah, it's pie. It's literally money you can find in a couch.
So yeah, she made a post about. She thought he'd come over, says mess up a couple beds, have a pillow fight, throw some toilet paper on the tree, whatever. What she received was far more sinister, not to mention messy.
He's the Grinch.
Dude, look at the pictures in the tweet from Cafu Cat Food. Cafu Cat Food.
Cat food, cat food?
Look at that tweet. I just clicked on it and it's pulling up Twitter. Daggone it. Look at the kid. The Grinch scribbled.
Oh, I'm not
all over
seeing.
the kids, all over the
Oh,
kid's
there we go.
face in pajamas. It looks like reindeer pajamas. With what I don't know. I don't know what happened.
That is amazing.
But yeah, if you look through the pictures, look at her family room. There's like, he took all the food and cupcakes and like she made this like a party,
Oh yeah.
like you'd expect it. And she,
Every
every single bit of party food, expensive cupcakes threw all over the place, tree decorations broke, in full caps. She said the actor poured a bottle of liquid dish soap all over the floor and smashed her eggs. He then poured a bottle of juice all over one of her sons. Kid's new onesie ruined, she wrote.
Yeah. Well, if it's the same kid that's in the photo,
It is.
I don't think that marker's coming out of his face.
I don't know if that's marker or what, but
I don't think it's coming out of his face.
it's hilarious.
That is great.
A local company, Lockdown Events Superheroes and Princess Hire, clarified that it was not the company behind the one that trashed the home. Oh, man.
That is good. That's excellent.
So, yeah. As of this writing, McGill, the lady, has not confirmed what company she hired, and no business has come forward to claim responsibility. What I heard, so I heard this originally on another podcast. I think that she found the guy on he put out an ad on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace kind of thing.
Perfect.
That was hire the Grinch for Christmas.
Perfect.
85 Irish dollars. And I'll come be the Grinch for your kids. And then he just got his money, went over, trashed the place, and left. And what I heard in their report, because I only looked up, clicked the first article when I Googled it.
Right.
The kids loved it. But the mom's house has hundreds of dollars of damage.
Hey, you know what?
Oh, man.
So here's my thought on it. You didn't do the research to make sure that whoever it was legitimate.
You just hired some random It could have been a serial killer.
Right. I mean,
could have been the next John Wayne Gacy for all you know.
This is on you.
When they were talking about it, though, I was like, that's hilarious. And he only got to do it once, so he went all out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because he's like, once this gets out,
I'm done.
I'm never going to be able to, nobody's going to hire me.
But that was...
So he went all in.
That is excellent. I love it. I love when people don't do the required research.
Well, everybody just assumes
and
things.
ends up getting kind of screwed in the end. I mean, it's unfortunate. I'll give her that, but I enjoy this.
I thought it was. I knew you would. I almost sent it to you, and I'm like, no, I'm going to wait. I'm going to hold on to this one.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
And
that's
let it come naturally.
So, did you try this beer yet?
I have not. No, and I've got their page pulled up so we can do references. But you can go to Smokey Mountain Brewery. Google it. Their website has their brewing process, how they source their ingredients.
Yeah.
They make all their own beer.
Okay, so you're not gonna like this.
Probably not. It's an IPA.
It's super. It's hoppy. You're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna like. It's bitter.
Very hoppy. That is excessively hoppy.
Well, that's what an IPA is.
Yeah, I'm not. You're right. This is described as a West Coast American. That's why it's West Coast. Ugh. Tastes like California and Seattle mixed together.
Seattle's not bad. I can't wait for California to fall in the ocean, though.
This says honey malt and biscuit malt balance beautifully with loads of late edition aroma hops. It says it has a citrus hop profile balanced with a solid malt backbone and a high, in all caps, they even say a high hop characteristic. I agree with them.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to.
So, yeah. Oh, they even tell you what it pairs well with. They're
steak.
Spicy boneless wings.
Oh, I'd say steak.
So, special
all beer
ingredients.
goes with steak.
Yeah. That ale steak's so good.
It was very good.
The special ingredients in this are Citra and Galaxy hops. What's that? What's Galaxy hops?
It's
out of this world.
It's like a strain of marijuana.
Oh, okay.
You got Purple Kush and Afghani, and so it's just
Pineapple Express.
Yeah, it's just a different strain of hops. There's all kinds of different hops that you can get.
Yeah, you probably poured me too much of this.
I gave you less than half of the bottle.
It's rough. That's a rough beer.
To the face.
Kind of glad we started with it.
To the face. Just
I'm trying.
Open your gullet and swallow it.
That's what I just tried to do, and it altered my speech pattern. Do you like it? What do you think?
I like it.
So give this one out of 1 to 5 donuts. Where's this one hit?
Trying to think. So I'm
and these are all fairly priced. It's priced.
It is snowing.
Is it really?
Son of a bitch.
I can't see from my angle. I just see white sky.
I'm seeing little itty bitty. It looks like lice flying through the sky.
That might be my dandruff.
Jesus Christ. No, I give this like an easy 2.5.
Okay.
It's really good. I've had better IPAs. This is really good though.
And 2.5. If anybody is listening from Tennessee or Smokey Mountain Brewery, that means try it.
It's good. Yeah.
He likes it. Out of 1 to 5 donuts, I give this a 1. Shocker, I know.
I know.
It's not. I won't say it's a bad beer. If you like high hops, which they claim in all caps on their site, try it. I'll say 1.5. I'll be fair. I would rather drink this than Kentucky Tavern or B-Mate Star. Oh, I'm going to belch a lot.
Oh, great.
Carbonated.
Government warning. According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcoholic beverages.
Because they can't drive sober. Oh, man.
Just stop right there.
Yep, I'm letting it go. I'm trying to be good. New Year.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Same me.
There's more to the Surgeon General warning. I just stopped there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. We talked about New Year's resolutions last episode. I've made none, of course. But I'm trying this year.
to
not have any episodes deleted.
I never make a New Year's resolution. Like I said, it's always be nicer, and then I fail within the first week.
Yeah.
I was myself last night. We went to a friend's house to watch the football game. And I was myself, outspoken, kind of dickhole-ish.
Yeah, you.
Yeah. I mean, got into the whole... Someone was arguing with me about the mask stuff, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
I'm at this point, COVID talk. So at this point, the federal government gave up on everything.
Yeah,
they basically said, we have no plan.
I saw a meme of Biden. It's like Biden 2020 campaign or whatever, where he's like, everybody that's died is because Trump's bad decisions. It's Biden 2022 eating his ice cream cone. It's like, yeah, I can't help y'all.
Yeah, I'm done. The CDC has become a meme now. I don't know if you've seen. The CDC recommends that you hopscotch.
I didn't see that.
There's so many of them. It's like the CDC recommends that you do the hokey pokey and we turn this thing around.
The reality is nobody knows what's going on. None of us do.
Getting ridiculous with the whole CDC memes.
Yeah, I get it.
And they're all basically on Twitter. So all of them that I've seen have just come from somebody tweeting something and someone screenshotting it. But still,
yeah,
they've been fucking hilarious.
That's still funny.
The CDC recommends that you take an anal suppository. It's like, damn.
Don't make me. Oh.
You could take an anal repository too with your suppository.
This is hoppy.
It is. It's good though.
I feel like I'm drinking weed.
Yeah.
It tastes like weed.
Yeah. There's actually beer out there that are IPAs that are brewed with hemp.
We've reviewed one or two.
Yeah, I know, but
this is what that tastes like.
There are ones now that they use CBD. They brew with CBD.
Oh, so you can get drunk and your back will feel better.
Yeah. And then I think there is a brewery that's actually brewing with marijuana.
Nice.
Like THC.
Speaking of which, what's the ABV on this? Does it say on the bottle?
I couldn't find it. That's what I was looking for when I read the Surgeon General.
I don't think it says on their website either.
Which I thought had to be printed. I thought that was a requirement.
Well, maybe not in Tennessee. Maybe that's a state thing.
No, I thought that was a governmental thing, like a federal.
There's something else we've had before that we couldn't
find the
ABV on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking here.
If I had to guess, though, if I had to take a guess, it's 6.5. 7.
That's a good guess. You've got a better taste for beer than I do, so I would not know.
I would say it's like 6.5 to 7.2.
I'm not an IPA fan. I've said it time and again. I know. I'm kind of beating a dead.
No, we know. So last night, I took 2 beers with me over to our neighbor's house. It's our neighbor.
Okay.
I mean, they live around the corner, but it's our neighbor. And the 2, I just showed up, and that's all I brought. They're like, well, what'd you bring to drink? I'm like, 2 beers. Well, I brought out 2 750 milliliter bottles, the big bottles. And they're like, you said 2 beers. I'm like,
this is 2 beers.
This is 2 beers.
I've only had 2, officer.
And, by the way,
they're 12.8.
One was 17.1, and the other one was 10.25.
I knew they were going to be high.
They were stupid high.
That's crazy for a beer.
And I was
Feeling good.
Liz had to drive home.
Smart.
We
Yeah, it's
got
hard
we
to
got
Uber here.
We got home at it was like 10 after 9, and played some Mario Party with the girls.
Nice.
And Harley stole my eyeglasses. Now I remember her taking them off my face, but I don't remember what she did with them.
Well, you've got them on your face now.
This is a different pair.
Oh, so they're still gone?
I have 3 pairs of glasses that I
Yeah, I've
switch
got
between, and
several.
And I hate the other 2 pair that I have. I love my Nike ones. Those are the
Which are
ones I
the
have.
ones she took?
No, which are the ones I have on now.
Oh, okay.
But the other pair, I'm not a fan of. I'm slowly regretting buying that pair, and quickly regretted buying the metal pair that I purchased as well. So,
see, that's why.
Well, she found them. I said, "Hey, did you take my glasses yesterday?" I said, "I remember you taking them off my face. What'd you do with them?" Because she'll hide shit.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, I put them over here," and it was behind the sound bar, in front of the TV.
Yeah, just goofing.
While we were wrestling too. She's like, "Let me take these for you," and then
hit them.
So
sneaky.
she's sneaky little shit.
That's why I get my eye exam, and then I go to zennyoptical.com and pay $6.95 and get like 3 to 4 variations of basically these, which you've probably only ever seen me in.
Yeah.
And that way, if they get crushed, broke, whatever, I throw them away, get another pair. No regrets.
And I may end up doing that. Like, I really like these Nike.
Yeah, those look
Nike
nice,
set.
but what'd you pay for them?
More than I probably needed to.
Yeah,
to be honest.
That's the thing. Like, I'm not going to pay $50, let alone a couple hundred. Or I know people that paid $500 for their glasses, and then they break, they freak out. I'm like,
I
paid $6.95 for mine. Same with my sunglasses. We've had that talk.
Yeah, I've got sunglasses. I'll spend a fortune on just because. But you don't. But so here's the deal, though. People who have blue and green eyes have light sensitivity, whether they want to admit it or not.
Yeah,
it is hard.
Bet those for sure.
It is harder for somebody with light-colored eyes to drive during a sunny weather. And I miss sunny weather right now. I really wish it was sunny out.
It was warm on Christmas.
It was.
It was like 66 degrees.
So far, we haven't really had any snow this year, and I'm quite enjoying it. Although the rain can fucking stop.
Yes, it has rained a lot.
But no, so I will spend money on sunglasses.
Yeah.
Now I've spent $400 on a set of sunglasses.
I want to try and finish this in one gulp.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
I don't feel good inside.
Like, I've got titanium frame glasses, and that's why they cost so goddamn much.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's stupid.
Mine are cheap plastic.
But they're
Mine
lightweight.
are made from melted down toys from third world countries.
Yours are made of toilet paper rolls and
Right.
robots and lead paint.
They taste delicious, though.
I bet they do. But I found Blender actually makes a really good sunglasses though.
Oh, that's rough.
Anyway,
Oh.
when I go back for my glasses, I'm gonna probably get another pair of the Nike ones.
Yeah.
I can't find a frame that's like these
Oh, man.
that fits
Sorry.
the same way.
I'm
So
trying to focus, but that made me
All
go
right.
cross-eyed.
well, we've got several things. Like, this is all just tasting today. Like, I knew you were bringing beers. I didn't realize it was 6, but I knew you were bringing
it's a
beers,
sixer.
which is fine because I've got things.
Give me one of your things, because I got to get this taste out of my mouth. And
I'm going to give you a couple of each.
I did not get water today.
Do you want someone?
Eh.
Okay. All right, so
these are edibles.
I'll just bring them over one by one.
I don't think they're... So I'm keeping them separated. Okay. So these are 3 different things? Oh, you're bringing
Those are
them one
all
by
the
one?
same
I got
thing.
you.
So I'll give you a couple of each.
I'll set these on Liz's desk, which is super sanitary, I'm sure. Okay, so there's those. Now, which one of these are going to be so spicy it burns my butthole when I put it in my mouth?
The last one we try.
Okay, let's make sure I have a drink for that.
Maybe.
I know you. You're not just giving me stuff to try and saying, I'm not telling you what they are unless they're sour or bitter or going to make me puke or burn my butthole.
That's not necessarily true.
These all look like reindeer poop.
Good, because one of them might be.
Okay.
Actually, one of them might be moose shit, so.
It does. That's what it looks like. There's 4? So these are the spicy ones.
So I brought 4 different chocolates.
They're chocolate something. Man.
They are
burping
chocolates.
that stuff
So
up.
you choose which one you want. You want to try first.
Okay. I'm just going to try them in order.
Well, no, just try one and then we'll do another beer.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to try them in order. So
Okay.
I'm taking the first one you gave me.
The first one I gave you. Okay. So
I got 3 little balls.
just try one. Don't try all 3 at the same time.
Okay. Are you trying the same thing with me? Yeah. Okay. So.
Although I know what they are.
Yeah,
so.
you know what they are. These look like they came in. They're clear plastic bags with labels I can't see.
Yeah.
Look like something you buy like Amish country or some general store
Or
type
Etsy.
down home. Or Etsy. Oh, great. That makes me feel better. Thank you.
Tasty.
Coffee beans.
Yeah. Chocolate covered espresso beans.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. Is there any twist to them, or are they just coffee beans?
There's coffee beans. We get them at Aldi. They're fantastic. So I just shouldn't say Aldi makes. Aldi has like a selection of candies. And the 2 best things they have are their chocolate covered espresso beans, and they have squares of chocolate covered caramels.
Ooh, that sounds good.
They are fucking amazing.
You should have brought those.
I don't have any.
I'm glad you got some edibles because I have not had anything to eat today. I just realized.
I had so I can't eat eggs anymore. I'm not allowed to eat eggs right now.
What, are you doing a challenge thing?
No. So I went and had a physical done, and they ran all of my blood numbers, and I had to turn my head and cough, and it was more for my thyroid, but he just turned it into a full-blown.
You just want to put a finger in your butt.
Not that far.
Just one knuckle.
Just
not 2 knuckle far.
Just middle finger on the taint. Turn your head and cough. Ooh. So
didn't know I was getting a massage.
Yeah.
With this exam.
So when they did that, he's like, "Oh, your cholesterol was." He's like, "Shit, that is high."
How? Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Okay,
And I
you go
said,
ahead. Then
I
I've got a
said,
question.
okay. I said, well, usually it is high. He goes, well, let's see. Last time you did a physical was 2013. It's 2021 now. He goes, and your numbers were fine in 2013.
The last time I did a physical was like 1998.
Well,
And look at me now.
the older you get, the more you need to have a finger in your butt. So he's like, so what are you doing? What are you eating? I'm
Whatever
like,
I
well,
want.
I said, I don't really eat junk food.
Yeah, you're not a fast food guy.
I'm not a fan. I've basically cut out. I haven't Taco Bell in over a year.
Well,
It's disappointing.
You don't drive as much, so you're not out and about as much.
Right. Now I have had Chick-fil-A, and goddamn, that Jesus chicken is amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
I don't care.
Beth and I took a break because we got to the point where we were like, Chick-fil-A again? This is the 3rd time this month.
I had to. Yeah, I had to.
Like, we don't want to lose
That
our
yeah,
love for Chick-fil-A.
that majestic.
Yeah, any other fast
nostalgia
food
for
thing,
it.
like if it closed, I'd be like, oh, that's sad, and I'd move on.
Yeah.
But like Chick-fil-A,
Well, I've had people tell me, "Oh, I can't believe you eat that shit with the way that." I'm like, I don't give a fuck what they're what they stand for. I could care less. They're like, well, you're funding that. I'm like,
here's what's funny to me.
I know gay people that go there. I don't give a shit.
The guy comes out and says, "Hey, I don't agree with the homosexual lifestyle." Not everybody.
A lot of
people get mad. They show up to all these Chick-fil-A's and start kissing each other, and they're just like, "Hey, how you doing? What can we get for you?
You want a chicken?"
And they serve them anyway.
You want a
It's
chicken
like
sandwich?
Nobody hates them.
Yeah, nobody.
The guy that owns the restaurant was just like, "I don't agree with it, but you do you." And people were like trying to spin it,
It's not.
and he just kept on keeping on.
Yeah, and who gives a
Chick-fil-A
shit?
is still awesome.
Yeah,
Plus, again, I go there for the food.
Yeah, I don't go. I go for the food and the. Hey, thanks for getting me a refill.
Yeah,
My pleasure.
my
Yes,
pleasure.
I love that everything is my pleasure. I'm like, it really wasn't your pleasure, but I'll accept it. It's fine.
Oh,
But
the pleasure is mine. Just make it creepy for him.
no, it was all mine.
How about I give you my pleasure?
That's what I call my butthole.
That's what I call getting a physical. All right,
Anyway,
so your cholesterol.
Anyway, back to the cholesterol. So I'm just like, I said last night we had Brussels sprouts and pork chops and baked potatoes, like quartered baked potatoes.
that's not a bad meal.
No, it's
You got protein. You got
it's
some
really good.
veggies.
And he's like,
I hate Brussels sprouts though.
I'll tell you, broiled
Can't.
Brussels sprouts
Cannot do them.
with Worcestershire sauce,
Can't do them.
fucking great.
I've tried about 17 different variations. Everybody's like, you got to try mine. You got to try
No,
mine.
no,
And
no,
I
no.
gag every time.
I'm not gonna say you got to try mine, but you got to try mine.
Okay, I'll try.
I'll
yours.
smoke them. We smoke them on the smoker.
I'll try them, but I'm telling you, it'll zombie skittle me.
It's different. It hits different.
I'm sure it'll still hit my gag reflex.
Probably.
Won't
But
be
if
the
you
first
go
time-
but if you go in with that thought, then it's going to be that way.
won't be the first time you've done that to me. So,
But anyway, so I said, well, I have 2 eggs every morning. He's like,
not
that's
bad.
it.
Yeah, that's not bad.
He's like, that's what's spiking your
That's
cholesterol.
not what's spiking your cholesterol.
With everything else that I eat, that's the highest thing in cholesterol that I'm eating. And everybody's different.
You're right. Everybody's
So,
different.
So we're testing it
So
out.
you're cutting out eggs
there
to
are
see
no
if they-
eggs until March.
And then you're going to get checked.
And then I got to go back and get tested again. And if it's still high, and I say, well, I cut out the eggs, but I replaced it with this
Bacon.
plant-based fucking egg mixture.
Is that what you're doing?
It's gross.
I would start eating bran muffins before I do that.
The problem is I said, Liz, just get me a bag of bagels and some cream cheese. Well, that's fucking worse than 2 eggs in the morning. And they're 4 mini bagels versus 2 eggs that I'm like, I can't do this anymore. So I'm trying
Ugh.
this plant-based egg. Now it's not terrible.
First
Trust
off,
me.
don't call it egg. It's not
It's
plant-based
not.
egg. It's plant-based
Well,
garbage.
it's called just eggs, and it's
It's not just eggs. It's just not eggs.
it's not eggs at all.
You're eating. I can't believe it's not eggs.
It's plant syrup.
Syrup is plant syrup. It comes out of a tree.
I mean, it's blended.
You're just drinking
It's
Miss Buttersworth for breakfast.
It's regurgitated plants. I am getting baby birded by a company.
Gross.
So it's not good.
Here's what I was going to say earlier, though. You work out 3 to 4 times a week.
Uh-huh.
You eat way better than I am. You're obviously in better shape than I am. I get my blood work done, and the doctor's like, there's a history of diabetes in your family, and I can't figure out how you don't have it.
Yeah.
She was like, your blood pressure is a little high, but not enough to be considered dangerous. But we're going to watch it. That's the last thing she said.
Well,
everything else, my cholesterol, my sugar, perfect.
If
She was shocked. She had me get my blood work done again to make sure it was right.
well,
Because she looked at me and she's like, how are you not?
well, that they had to rerun mine because I asked him. I said, you need to include vitamin D in there, and he's like, okay.
And he's like, you got so much D up in you.
And no, he comes back. He's like, you need to get on vitamin D. I'm like, I know. I know. He's like, well, how much were you taking? I'm like, none.
None at all.
I said,
I take multivitamins. That's gotta be in it.
I usually take. I started at 2,000 IU's of vitamin D.
Yeah, we talked about this last
we
year.
did.
I think. Okay.
We did, and which is nothing. Like that's light. I'm up to 10,000. Well, let me rephrase that. 2,000 is normal for most people. I'm up to 10,000 IU's now of vitamin D.
That's
That is
more
a
than 2.
Fucking lot.
Yeah, that's you got so much D going into you.
Yeah, I do. So
I
anyway,
can't believe you could even get a finger in there.
grab another.
All right, another beer.
Grab another beer. And in
not
March,
even
I'll
looking.
find out if it's going to be if it's the eggs or if I'm just naturally, high as shit.
Hells yeah.
What is it? Oh, it's a
Healy's Munich Light Lager. So I'll hand that to you. Oh, here's my cup. You're going to need that. Or you're just going to hand me the bottle back. Guess that would make sense. Let me pull up my phone
Yeah.
here.
so pour, glug, 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 glug.
So the Healy's continental European style lager, balanced with Bavarian hops, but less hoppy than a Pilsner. Light color and very drinkable.
Well,
You're pouring yourself healthy pours.
because you don't like beer.
I'm not mad.
So
You just hand it back. There's like a third left.
it's I
As it should
I
be.
took 2/3. You're getting a third. I figure
Totally fine with that.
I did that with the IPA, and you were like, "Ugh."
Oh, that IPA was rough.
So
So this brew has a sweet grain and toasted biscuit flavor with aromas of florals and spice
oh,
and a minimal hop characteristic.
I got it.
They say this goes good with any Smokey Mountain Brewery burger.
Okay.
Hamburger.
I'm
You didn't sound like you were a fan of that one.
gonna have to do it again.
That is a different flavor profile.
Yeah, it's super lightly carbonated.
It's really, really light.
Yeah.
Real light. It is biscuity. It's like a fluffy biscuit.
Yeah, I don't know that I like it actually.
I would say this is low ABV. I don't know what it is.
It's probably not on the bottle either,
Probably not.
just because the other one wasn't. I'm getting a little bit of like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it says it's a Munich style.
It's almost candy-ish, like a sour.
I don't get sour,
No, it doesn't taste sour, or it's not sour. It's not sour.
but it does say it's made with a sweet grain. So that's
It
probably what you're
has-
getting.
kind of this sweet tarty flavor to it.
It's just a really light beer. It says it's a light beer.
This is probably like 3.2.
Yeah, this is definitely a lighter beer. This is one I could see going with the burger, and this is one I think the general non-beer person, like I consider you a beer guy.
I would consider me a beer guy.
Yeah, for sure. Anybody that sees your garage fridge would say this is a beer guy.
It's
house.
empty right now.
Okay.
all of the money is in the pantry with all of the Goose Island.
Oh, I got you.
Beers. That's where
again beer guy.
$300 worth of beers up there.
But this is one I would say, like, if you go to Smokey Mountain Brewery and you're like, I usually drink Coors Light. What do you recommend? This is it. Or
Pilsner.
Bud Light, or
Lager.
Any light beer, American light beer, Miller Light. This tastes like Miller Light to me.
No.
A different flavor, but I don't know how to explain it. It's just a light beer.
Yeah, I'm trying to put my finger on it.
I give this one a 2. I think this is a good light beer.
I'm at a 1.5 on this. I don't necessarily like it.
Yeah, you're not a light beer guy.
No, I am.
It does. I took a bigger drink there. It does have a little bit of a tart taste. You're right.
Yeah.
When I took a bigger sip,
I'm not a.
I'm still at a 2. I don't think it's bad.
I'm at a 1.5. I'm not a fan.
That's fair. That's fair. We obviously have very different.
I'm not going to let it go to waste, but
kind of like me with that IPA. I made myself drink it all. I was not happy. But
it's
I
not
did it.
terrible. I wouldn't buy this again.
I can't remember you ever buying a light beer.
Well, a lot of the beers that I buy are light beers. They're
To
not
you.
all darks. They're not all heavy.
No,
but they're
no.
heavy. Like the.
Yeah. When I say a light beer, like I'm saying a Miller Light, Coors Light, Bud Light.
I actually
not
need
saying
to
you
go-
haven't.
I need to go buy a
But-
34-pack of Miller Lite, or maybe the 99-pack of Pabst.
There you go.
And I'll drink one for every year that Betty White was alive.
Oh, rip Betty White.
Yeah.
Somebody said that in a chat box I frequent, and I went Google because I didn't believe him. She was.
I did the same thing because Mo
17
posted
days.
it.
Mo posted after I did. I think because I even went to Facebook first. Nobody said anything that I could see. Like I scrolled, which I rarely get on Facebook. Just scroll.
Yeah.
And I was like, somebody by now. But turns out, you know how TMZ reports everything first. When I Googled TMZ, it reported like 22 minutes earlier.
Oh.
So, like, I just got it. And I was like, no. Then I started finding more articles about it. And I was like, okay, it happened.
I had to just, when Mo posted, I'm like, bullshit. This
Yeah.
is like a New Year's Eve prank.
Right. That's what I thought.
And so
Well, you know Buck.
Yeah.
Buck was the one that told me. And I was like, yeah, right, Buck. Like, him and I, we joke.
Yeah.
I'm like, bull crap. And I Googled and I was like, oh. Look at Facebook, went to Google.
So.
And then I learned. So, rip Betty White.
Yeah. And speaking of Buck.
I'm going to pour one out for Betty White.
Don't do that on my floor. Speaking of Buck, transitioning to
You're going to speak of Derek.
friends.
Yeah.
Derek, yes.
So, I knew of this like a month ago.
I knew this like 3 weeks ago.
But, yeah.
2 weeks ago, something like that.
When you went there?
When I was at Edison, he came over and told me, and he was like, "Don't say anything to anybody."
Well, Buck told me through Facebook Messenger because he made a comment, and I was like, "What are you talking about? You're going to have to drive to this place like 5 times a week."
Yeah,
because he works for Derek,
right?
And he, they're right now have been for 3 years a food trailer.
Yeah. Well, he bought it. He bought it from a guy.
Yep, in 2018.
In 2018, kept it going,
and now Smokeout Barbecue, which we have had. We need to have him on the show.
Yeah,
when he
I was
is
thinking
getting
about
ready
that.
to open and promote it.
Yeah.
And we'll make him bring food.
And he can bring food too.
Bring food.
Or we can just go up to his new place and record from there.
Yeah. It's an old Jiffy Lube, which I love the idea of.
Well, it's an old Jiffy Lube that was converted to a ramen restaurant.
Yes. So it's set up for a restaurant.
That is now going to be...
There's a restaurant in North High called Old School.
Yeah.
It was an old oil change place.
Yeah.
They open the garage doors when it's nice out. TVs everywhere, but they look like old TVs.
Oh, okay.
Like from the 80s and 90s and stuff. And it's a really cool vibe. But yeah, so Smokeout Barbecue is going to open a location in Pickerington.
The unfortunate side of all of this is there will be no more food truck.
Food truck's going away.
It's going away.
He's
still going to cater.
What I heard today was more than likely. So I'm like,
I asked him. I said,
too.
"Are you going to keep the food truck?" He's like,
No.
Nope. But he's still going to cater, as far as I know.
That's
Everything
what I
he's
heard.
doing now with the truck, he's still going to do
He just ain't going to be moving.
He just isn't.
He's going to be in one spot every. The good news is,
Which I'm happy. Like that makes
we can
me,
go there more often.
Yeah.
You don't have to try and catch him. Like he's like, hey, I'll be in Dublin today and Westerville
I ain't
tomorrow.
driving
and
all the
Grove
way
City.
to Dublin or
Yeah.
Westerville.
Yeah, Pickerington's closer to me than almost every place he's ever been.
I drove to Gahanna to go get his food.
Yeah. And be at a brewery.
And he was just happened to be at a brewery
Yeah.
that I said, hey,
How
Liz, let's
convenient.
go to Edison Brewing. And she goes, Derek's going to be there. I'm like, we're going.
That's even better. So you didn't know originally he was going to be there?
I didn't know he was originally going to
Oh,
be there. I
nice.
just said,
That's a
I hadn't
good
been there
surprise.
and let's go. And so she's like, yeah, Derek's going to be there. I'm like, oh, now we're definitely going. So it was good. But yeah, so congratulations to Meet Derek.
Yes. Meet Derek is moving up.
I am super excited.
I really am too. And I'm really happy for him because he's worked his butt off these last 3 years.
Yeah, I'm
So-
just hoping. I hope that everybody else sees what he's put into this, and that they show up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like-
I think word will spread, and I think it'll be better for him because a lot of folks that I've read reviews from that I don't know that aren't buddies
Yeah,
always promote him.
Well,
He gets
always-
great reviews for catering, great
yeah. I was gonna
reviews for
say
food
for
truck,
weddings and
right?
weddings and
It'll be a lot
caterings.
easier if I went to you and said, "Hey, I've done this to people. They see my shirt or they hear us talk about it. Where can I catch them?" I'm like, "Oh, you got to check his schedule. Download the food truck app.
Yeah.
you know." Now I can just say, "Hey, go here."
Yeah,
He's open these hours.
He's in Pickerington.
Yeah.
right off of 70 and
256.
256.
Yeah.
I know exactly where it is.
By Cracker Barrel.
Literally across the street from my in-laws' subdivision.
Oh, perfect.
Like, there's Market Theater. My in-laws live in the subdivision behind that, and it's across the street. So I can't wait. I'm excited.
All right.
I'll be there opening day.
I'm definitely gonna try. I always say I will, but
I'm going to be there opening day. All right.
I'm with you on the Hellies. I'm still giving it a 2. Not
Okay.
my favorite.
Cool.
I like it better than the IPA, but not by much.
Okay. All right. So try another. We're going to run out of little chocolate-y chocolates here. So
That's fine. I'm trying the doll ones, the doll balls. It's the second one you gave me. They look matte brown instead of glossy like the rest.
oh, okay. You're going to like this one.
I'm scared.
Oh, I'm going to like this one. I'm going to like you liking this one. That's good, isn't it? What do you get?
It's like a. Hold on. Caramel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's chocolate caramel and like a toffee taste. It's almost like a Werther's, but creamy.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. That's a good one.
Dark chocolate bourbon caramels.
That's
Whether
that's
there's
good.
actually bourbon in it or not, I don't know, but it's got
Yeah. It's got the flavor there.
that flavor of the vanilla and toffee
Yeah.
with the caramel.
That's really good.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out another beer.
All right, another beer.
These are just basically palate cleansers in between. That's why I said don't eat them all.
Oh, I should only be eating one at a time. That's a good point. I've been eating 2. Okay, I'll slow down on the.
Yeah, I can give you others.
This one is.
Shooken up.
This one is going to spray all over the studio here. Smokey Mountain Brewery Black Bear Ale, English style brown ale. We'll see. So we went from Munich. Now we're going to England.
This one's for Patrick,
This is for Patrick. Tally-ho.
who I text Patrick on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve and asked him to let us know what 2022 had in store because he's ahead of us.
Yeah.
So if it was really shitty,
Like 16 hours or something.
5.
Okay, whatever.
but he's ahead of us by 5 hours, so he would already know whether 2022 is going to be shitty or not.
Yeah.
He never texted back.
He's probably in bed by 8 again.
He did not let us know whether or not 2022 was shitty. So far, not terrible.
Betty White died in 2022 for him.
2021.
For us. She only died like an hour and a half before New Year's.
No. She died like 10 o'clock in the morning
Oh, was it?
on New Year's Eve.
Huh, okay.
Yes.
All right, never mind. No, I meant in China or Australia or somewhere else.
Okay.
Somewhere way farther away. California, something like that. We're going all the way around the world.
Oh, well. Milan.
So then,
Munich.
Milan, Ohio. This is an English-style brown ale, deep chestnut in color with low hopping and light carbonation.
It is very dark.
Touch of roastiness and rich malty sweet finish. Well, you poured it into a metal cup. This beer is Tootsie Roll sweet with a nutty caramel flavor and a low hop characteristic.
It is Tootsie Roll sweet.
They say this pairs well with the Smokey Mountain Brewery fish sandwich with a Tootsie Roll.
I don't like this one.
You don't?
No. Not at all. Like, not at all.
That's weird. They're right. It's Tootsie Roll sweet. It has a caramel and nutty.
Yeah.
I mean, they're spot on.
I don't like it.
What's wrong with England, man?
Well,
no wonder we fought them and won.
I like a brown ale. I like a red ale.
Yeah.
But this is not.
This one's. I'm giving this a 1.5.
Like,
myself.
You guys went from like a 3 or whatever I gave the IPA, a 2.5.
2.5.
To literally, unfortunately, 1s on the next 2.
Yeah. And we're grabbing at random, so.
Well, I know. I hope whatever is left.
There's better to come.
We have 3 left.
I have a soft igloo cooler here I'm reaching into and not looking at. I literally have no clue what beers were in here.
We're 40 minutes into this, and I've had 2 bad beers.
To drink fast.
I have been. Take a sip, and then then I guzzle.
Yeah,
guzzle and nuzzle.
If you like a sweeter beer, go for it. Having had this, like if I sat down and said, give me a flight to taste all your beers because I want to order one, it would not be this one.
No. Right now, I would be on the IPA.
You and I have been opposed on the other 2 beers.
Yes.
But again, I didn't like the Hellies, but I liked it slightly better than the IPA. The IPA was super hoppy.
But yeah, hoppy is an acquired taste, though.
It is. It is.
I will say, I did not like IPAs.
If somebody said I like IPAs and I like hoppy beers, I would say, get that beer. It's perfect for you. I just didn't like it.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't an IPA person until probably 2 years ago. Like, Liz always drank IPAs.
Really?
Yeah.
Not many women drink beer, let alone hoppy IPAs.
Liz isn't your typical woman.
She's not.
She's married to me.
I almost said she's not a woman, but I'm afraid she'd beat me up.
She would kick your ass.
She would. I love you, Liz.
She would Krav Maga you, and she hasn't even taken Krav Maga.
And I'm really fat and out of shape now.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be so bad. I don't want to fight. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Oh. Speaking of beers, Outer Belt is doing a road crew membership.
What's that?
It's $10 a month. It's $1 off upgraded pours, 20 ounces. Wednesdays only, $2 off upgraded pours, $2 off growlers, 20% off merchandise, and early access to special events.
So for that to be worth $10 a month, I have to have at least 5 beers.
Yeah,
a month.
Well, probably just 1 or 2, but
if it's only $2 off,
but their beers are like $5 to $7.
Right. But if you're $10 a month, get you $2 off a pour.
If you're there, no upgraded pours.
That was a velociraptor burp.
That's what I do.
You should have done that into the mic.
I did, as I turned away.
Oh, man.
It's interesting.
You're thinking about it, aren't
you? No.
No.
I like Outer Belt.
I like Outer Belt. I've always had a good time there, too. Good atmosphere.
But I typically don't pay for all of my beers anyway.
Right. Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's bad. I'm definitely at a 1.5 on this.
1.
I'm at a
This is worse. I would take the Hellies over this.
I agree with that, which I gave the Hellies a 2.
And I'm at a 1.
I'm giving this a 1.5 because it's still not as bad as Kentucky Tavern.
Yeah.
Are you done with it?
Yeah. Next.
I'm not. I'm trying. Next edible.
Yeah.
I'm just going to eat one of them. I'm going to eat this big old giant one.
Well, I mean, you bought the beer, so if you decide you want to throw something out.
Nope, I ain't doing it.
You know.
I almost dropped this little nut you gave me. This is the 3rd one you gave me.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I was waiting for more. I was hoping you'd give me a hint. I don't like this. I feel like you might have gotten some zombie Skittles and chocolate, covered them yourself, and threw them in an old container.
We're not done yet, so maybe I did.
That would be phenomenal. How did you miss your mouth?
Because. Yeah. Yeah, what's that?
I don't know, but it tastes familiar at the same time.
That, my friend,
That's really good.
called you a friend, is a milk chocolate maple
That's good.
bourbon pecan.
That's good. I figured it was a nut of some sort.
It is a nut in your mouth.
That's really good. I'm going to save those 2 other ones you gave me.
Good.
Because I'm going to have to finish this beer, and that's really good. That's my favorite so far.
Yeah, those are...
Well, the coffee bean I like too.
Liz got me those last year for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I think I ate the entire bag within like a week and a half.
I would have eaten them in one sitting.
It's
hard for me not to eat those other 2 right now.
I'm trying not to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the all of this stuff other than the the espresso beans come from a local company that I'll name later.
Okay.
And I think they do some special stuff too. Like if you ask them to make you something,
They'll do it.
I think so.
Well, that's like that
Which is what our
freeze-dried-
last one is.
Oh, great. That freeze-dried stuff we had at
Yeah.
Pumpkin Show, that's from a friend of mine. And I was like, can you freeze-dry this? She's like, I don't know. But if you...
Can you freeze dry my balls?
She's like... Crunchy. But she was like, if you ask, I'll try and send it to you, whatever it is. I don't care.
Can you freeze dry this shoe?
Right. It's probably tastes like this beer.
Ugh.
I'm glad the L steak doesn't taste like these, but the L steak is in the Cherokee Ale,
Yeah.
which I hope there's a bottle of in here.
I hope there's one in there too, because we got 2 left.
'Cause that's
we
what
got 3. Shit, we got 3 left. We got to hurry up.
Okay, let me check this.
Oh yeah, look at you go. Oh, nummy. All right, what's the next one?
All right, yeah, the Cherokee Ale.
You should have 2 more candies left.
I've just got the last one. We've done 3. You gave me 4. Okay. This is a Mountain Light American Light Lager, so this is going to be another light one.
This is going to be your Bud Light, your Miller Light.
Yeah.
This is.
When I read American Light Lager, you rolled your eyes.
Not.
Because you
Did I?
You did.
Oh.
You kind of rolled your eyes.
It was
a little.
unconscious.
You were like, just a light beer.
I like light beers.
This is a light-bodied American-style lager, pale with crisp, clean, and delicious and delicately hopped finish. Refreshing and low in carbs and calories.
Light beers have their place. Like after I get done working in
You
the
get
yard.
mowing. It's 90-something degrees.
Floating around in the pool.
Yeah. Beer profile. This beer is a light grain flavor with minimal hop characteristic.
This isn't bad.
Pairs well with Thunder Road wings. What are Thunder Road? It's an award winner.
This isn't this
World Beer Cup winner right here.
This is good.
Is it?
Yes.
All right, let me try
This I like. Now, it does have some of a very faint Helly's taste to it.
It's like it's the same mash bill, but aged differently.
Yeah.
If we're talking whiskey terms.
Yeah, but I like it. Like
This one I like. This is probably my favorite thus far.
Okay.
I'm going to give this one.
This is my number 2, so this is getting a 3.
I'm giving this one a 3.
Or a 2. I can give it a 3.
I'm
Fuck
giving it a 3.
It's a 3.
This is one if somebody says I'm not a beer person, they could drink this. If they say I am a beer person, they could drink this.
Yeah.
It's an all-around just solid beer.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's nothing crazy. It's nothing that's, going to knock you out. It's just a good, solid beer. You want to saddle up and watch the game? This is a beer you can drink it at the pool.
I would say this is probably easily another like 3.2, maybe a 3.6 or a 4.2.
Yeah, it's around there. It's a light
It's
beer.
somewhere in there. Like you could
Go America
down a couple hundred of these and
and be fine.
just have to pee.
Yeah, right, and just pee in the pool,
Just
from the deck.
I don't want anybody peeing in my pool.
Not even in the pool, just from the deck.
No.
Oh,
Speaking
man.
of, I'm starting the process of the building for outside, and I don't think that I'm going to be able to get it done this year.
Well, it's the second day of the year, so
I know, but so I've been pricing things out, and I have a feeling that it's going to still cost me $20,000 just to get an open frame shelter house put up.
a gazebo,
Essentially,
big gazebo,
gigantic rectangular gazebo.
grand zebo.
It would be a zibzebo.
Okay, I can roll with that.
I mean, it's like what I'm looking at is doing A shelter house, essentially. Just a big square, open
You're
wall
turning your property
building.
into a state park.
Essentially, yes. I'm going to
Yeah.
put some. I'm going to get some
Or
of
city
the
park. You got a pool.
maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
You get the pond out there, build a little boardwalk.
the guy hasn't
You're
come back
turning
to me
this
about the
into-
pond yet.
Really?
Yeah, I need to text him again.
It's holiday season, though.
Well, this was like 3 months ago.
Oh,
He
okay.
hasn't responded.
Okay.
I'm hoping he didn't die.
I was just about to say that. Like, I hope he's okay.
I mean, he's an older gentleman, so I hope he didn't die.
that's not good.
But I've already sent out for quotes. I got a guy coming on the 10th.
This place is going to look like Slate Run by the time you're done.
Fuck, I hope so.
Living
$1
farm.
million when I sell it.
That'd
at
be
least.
awesome.
At least.
That'll buy you a double wide in Florida.
Shit, that's gonna buy me more than a double wide. It's gonna get me a quadruple wide.
2 double wides glued together.
Stacked on top of each other.
Right. Double decker, double wide.
Decker, triple wide.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's the name of your exam, too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Also sounds like something Burger King would try.
God, Burger King. Fucking hate that place.
Me, too, but there's never a line.
I used to work there.
Did you really?
Yeah, in high school.
I never worked fast food. I worked Ponderosa. That was my first job.
Yeah, no, I think
it was not
Ponderosa
good.
would be worse than,
It was. Oh,
than Burger King.
I started on dish, which at a buffet, everybody gets way too much food, spits half of it out.
Yeah.
Waitresses just throw the trays through the little window, and then
You
got
got to hose them off and scrape them. And
scrape into a 55-gallon drum, hoist that on your shoulder to throw it into the compactor. That's the opening for the compactor.
oh my God, I want to
It's
vomit.
like 4.5, 5 feet off the ground.
I want to fucking vomit.
So
Drink
the
that.
juice drips
too.
all over you. And then I went to the meat carving station. So you trim off the fat of the roast beef and the ham, and people are like, hey, I want a thin slice, I want a thick slice. We had a guy come in every week,
Hey, motherfucker, just give me a slice.
and would ask for the fat that was trimmed off.
That's weird. I mean, I like.
No, like just the fat.
I know that is weird.
It was gross. And I'm not a picky eater. I'm not a healthy eater. That's weird and
You don't
gross.
say.
Right. Shocker, I know. Can't
No,
tell by
I am-
looking at me.
I love, like, when I grill a steak, I love the fat on the steak. Like, I will keep the fat for myself, and I will eat that along with
I'm good with some.
the other.
The older I've gotten, the more I've not eaten as much of the fat.
Oh no,
off a steak.
the fat on a steak isn't going to make you fat.
No. Speaking of cholesterol,
That's where the flavor is, though. Yeah, cholesterol. But that's where all the flavor is in the fat. And the girls are to the point where they start fighting over it. They're like, I want that. No, I want that fat.
I wonder what happened if you smoked the fat.
I do.
No, but like after
I'll cut
smoke
it
the
off and then
steak.
smoke. Yeah, it would be probably tough and grizzly.
I was wondering if it'd make it crispy, like a pork rind,
No, because
a fat rind.
I've smoked a couple steaks, just smoked them and then seared them. So I'll smoke. I've what was that? I think I did like 3 hours. I smoked your normal fucking sirloin.
I haven't eaten yet today. You're making me hungry.
That's my plan. So I smoked a sirloin for like 3 hours. I had a big fat pack on it, the one side of it, and after that,
I got a big fat pack on me.
yeah, you do. I did like a pan seared it
Okay.
on the stove to like,
Right.
and that piece of fat. Typically, I would trim that off with a bit of meat on it, and then eat that, like dice it up and eat it. It was so fucking chewy.
You couldn't.
No, it was.
Like
I gave it to
flavored
Diesel.
bubble gum.
Yeah, I gave it to Diesel. Like I'm just like I
Gross.
can't do this. It was gross.
That sounds gross.
But typically, I will, I can get it to the point where it's an edible piece, and the girls will fight. Like I want a piece of fat.
Like
I
you
need
throw it
to-
down in between them, like the old bum fight tapes that guy got in trouble
yeah,
for.
yeah, like the whole piece of fat, not even
You
little
don't
pieces.
feed them for 3 days and throw that between them and
let
watch
them go
go.
at it. Yeah.
All right. What's this last?
Well, try it and you tell me.
I'm so scared. So you special requested this to be made.
Sure.
This is going to be like a ghost pepper thing. Is this going to give me a heart attack and kill me? Just tell me now, so I can say my last goodbyes.
Well, Beth and I already had a conversation. I'm in the will now, so go ahead and eat that.
Oh yeah, I got a great life insurance policy.
Yeah, no, I'm getting half of it. Wait for it.
I'm waiting for the burn to come. I'm expecting something.
Welcome to Flavor Town.
I have no idea what I just ate at all. There's not a lot of burn.
Nope. There shouldn't be any burn. There better not be any burn in that.
I asked if it was going to get spicy. You said the last one is. And I'm like...
Well, I did that just to give you... ramp up your anxiety.
Well, thank you for starting my New Year's off right. I have to take some meds when I leave.
There's no burn. There's no fuckery.
I got
with
more
any
chocolate
of this.
than anything on that. Maybe that one was...
It's a milk chocolate pretzel popper.
What's a pretzel popper?
It's just a little pretzel ball rolled in milk chocolate.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Okay.
There's nothing. I just told you that to get your anxiety up. And I did not special order these. You can just buy these.
Well played. You got me. Because I was like, okay, is the burn on the back end? No. There's a little spice. No. Like at one point, I was like, there's a little bit of spice, but no, there's not. And that was weird. Yeah, those are good. Chocolate covered pretzels. You got me. I almost took a last sip of beer, and I was like, I want to say that in case this is really hot.
Just in case it's going to fuck me up. No, this is
that was good.
So the last three that we had are from Krema Nut Company.
Yeah, I see a label from here now.
Yeah.
You turn it around. I've heard of Krema Nut.
There was the milk chocolate pretzel poppers. There's the milk chocolate maple bourbon pecans. And then there are the dark chocolate bourbon caramels.
All good.
All fantastic.
Yeah, those are really good.
Yeah, I just wanted to fuck with you.
Well played, Martelle.
I tried.
Well played.
I tried.
You got me on that one.
It was good.
It's like when I got you on that one story about the guy with two faces.
Yeah. And motherfucker didn't even exist.
It wasn't even real. Well played.
All right, what do you got? What's the next
Cherokee Red Ale.
Do you want to hold off on that and do it last?
I kind of do.
Okay. just set it out. Just set it.
I want to keep it cold. I got ice packs in here.
Oh, okay. All right.
So this one,
because
Tuckaleechee Porter, a robust dark ale.
All right. So a porter is typically dark.
Well, it says robust dark
ale. Yuengling makes a fantastic porter.
The black and tan.
No, that's a black and tan. They have their lager. They have a porter. They have the black and tan, and they have a blonde. They may have others, but those are the four that I can remember.
Porter. I thought I've had all the Yuenglings.
The porter is the
just Google it.
I think it's the red label.
It's good. Now you can tell I don't drink carbonated beverages much.
It's been a while.
Ooh. I always wanted to order one of these. I'm glad she threw it in there. I just like saying Tuckaleechee. They may only have 6 different beers. It's just been like
she just grabbed them. Whatever they had.
Yeah, I never really looked at their beer menu. I'm looking at it's a scrolling thing on their website. I'm looking at it now. Nope, there's an Appalachian Pale Ale.
And that may be in there too, because
nope, this will be the last one. This and then the Cherokee.
Oh shit, yeah, I guess so.
So I think I'm watching it scroll. There's the Black Bear, the Hellies. Oh, Mountain Light we did. I think the Appalachian.
So their standard yellow label is the lager.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the red one. So they have the Hershey's one. We tried. We did that on the air.
Yep.
They have a black and tan. They have a golden. They have a blonde. They have a racing eagle.
Oh, I've not had near all the.
No, and some of these may not be available in Ohio either. But I know that they have a porter because I've had it.
Okay. I've not had the porter, I believe.
Oh. I was right. It is a red label.
I bought the Yuengling Flight. Have you heard of those? Just because it looked really cool. It was a clear bottle instead of like brown. Cool label and all this.
Well, most of their bottles are green bottles.
Or green, yeah, sorry, green.
I mean, their porter's a brown bottle. Their lager's a green bottle.
Well, this was a clear bottle, and I didn't realize not only is it a light beer, it's like a super light beer.
Oh yeah, the Flight. Yeah.
Like,
that's their.
I bought one. Had people coming over that I knew liked beer, and I was like, "That's something different." And I grabbed just a 6-pack. And you want to talk about like just smooth sipper? I mean, it's nothing.
No, that's their kind of their retort to the Michelob Ultralight.
Yeah.
It's like 91 calories or whatever per
something stupid
per bottle.
So here, I'm going to hand this to you. This is a dark ale with a dark, chewy character derived from dark roasted malts and caramel. This porter has flavors of sweet malt, slightly roasted, with coffee undertones.
So this is...
And a low hop characteristic. This pairs well with...
Steak.
The L steak.
Of course it does.
Which I could... The L steak.
Oh, it's so goddamn dark.
This one, though, it says it has coffee undertones. This one would have been good with the coffee beans.
Porter a porter should have kind of a coffee undertone.
Okay. Well, we will give it a try. Diesel boy. Oh, he's so old. He's a good boy.
Poor guy got out on the deck last night. It was wet.
Oh, did he fall?
He didn't fall, but he couldn't stand up. Like his legs kind of
sliding
splayed out,
Ah,
like Bambi on ice.
poor thing.
And Lexi
I cannot stop burping.
was upset, and I give my girls pretty much leeway, but I also have access to all of their apps and everything they post
Yeah.
to wherever they're posting it to. And she has this journaling app that she uses that she just posts. She uses it like Twitter.
Okay.
She uses this journaling
Now, can other
app.
people see it, or is it just for her?
Other people can see it if she allows them, which are just her friends.
Gotcha.
But-
And you can see who can see.
Yeah. So, but I have access to her login. So, and I check it periodically. And last night she was like, "This is gonna be the year. I don't want him to leave.
Oh.
He can't stand up. I'm about to cry." Like those phrases that I just spoke are like 6 different posts.
Oh, geez.
And I'm just like, fuck, she's going to... Well,
It's going to be hard for her.
unfortunately, she's going to take it the hardest because we got Diesel when she was about a year old.
Yeah, that's
And
how...
Diesel was... Well, no, I take it back. She was about 6 months old, and Diesel was about... No, she was about a year old, and Diesel was about 6 months old. Or sometime around... Or she was a year old, and he was... They have relative... We figured out they're...
They're related.
No.
Oh.
She was a year old, and she was a year and a half old. Fuck, I don't know.
You just spent 5 minutes trying to figure out how old she was.
He is literally a year younger than she is at this
Okay.
point. So she was a year, and he was...
In dog years.
Yeah.
She's like 97.
Right. I mean, she's fucking Betty White.
Right. Not literally.
No. I mean, she could be, but... Anyway,
yeah, I
she's
got
been
my-
with this dog
I got my first dog at 2 or 3 years old, and he lived until I was 18 or 19. So yeah, I understand those feels. How do you feel about that?
It's almost like the Hellies.
Really?
It's
Let me try it again.
kind of a combination of that Hellies and the Black Forest one, or whatever, the Black Bear one.
I don't get that at all. I get the coffee notes in this,
I get the coffee notes.
and I don't think it has any of the bitter or tartness those two do.
I
could be
didn't
wrong.
think either one of those had bitter. I think they were more sweeter. So this one's got the coffee notes to it, and it's kind of got a sweet.
I like this better than anything else we tried, except the American Lager, the
This is probably my number 3.
Mountain Light.
This is my number 3.
So you got IPA, Mountain
Well,
Light.
I don't know if it's the IPA or the Mountain Light for 1 or 2.
Well, one and two.
1 and 2 are those. This
This is just below those.
this comes in at number 3 for sure.
I like this better than anything else. I would put this on par with the Mountain Light. I'm giving this one a 2.5. Definitely try it. I would say.
Yeah, I'm with you. Give it a 2.5.
I think this is a good beer.
Yeah,
I like it,
I like it. I do like it. It's just
and I'm not a dark beer guy at all.
it's not what I'm used to as far as a porter goes.
Okay, well, see, I don't
Like all of the what
If
I've
somebody
noticed.
said, "Do you like a porter?" I'd go, "I don't know."
All of these beers at this point, other than that IPA, have all had this sweet characteristic to it
Yeah,
that is the same across all of them,
That's
other than that IPA.
and a lot of them, even their descriptions say sweet or biscuit
But it's
flavor. You know,
it is very much a it's them. It's like this specific taste characteristic
unique to them.
to them.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would say there are similarities that carry across,
Yeah. Like
but I like this one.
I do like it.
But again, I have no porter to compare it to. Like, if we did just porters, I might know.
Oh, there's a place up in Pickerington called Porter's. It's a bakery. It's amazing. It's not a beer place.
I don't know if
It's
I
a
trust you
bakery.
anymore. I don't know what to believe.
You believe what you want.
I believe I'm going to eat this chocolate covered spicy pretzel.
That's fucking with you.
Ooh, that's good with this beer.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah,
I gotta
it's real
find
good
it.
with this beer.
Gotta find it. Oh, that's perfect.
I accidentally did it, but I don't know if it's it might just be the chocolate. Chocolate might just go with this beer.
Probably.
But yeah, that was good. I had a little sip and then ate that chocolate covered pretzel. It's good stuff.
No, I'm not feeling that.
The chocolate after the beer is better than the beer after the chocolate.
I had them at the same time.
Okay, I didn't do that.
I was washing the chocolate down with the beer.
No, I did a sip of beer, then ate the chocolate. It was
Okay.
good.
Well, let's finish this one up and then get into that
Get into the red ale,
red Cherokee ale
Cherokee red ale, as it is called.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we also had a discussion last night about what names for sports teams are tolerable. And of course, Redskins was that's intolerant. We cannot have a team called the Redskins.
Well,
We also can't have a team called the Indians,
okay.
which doesn't really call out anybody specific. My response to that was, it is perfectly acceptable to me to have the Cleveland Crackers. Or maybe the Washington Honkies.
The Honkies. The mascot's just some Joe Dirt white dude with a mullet and a Camaro.
I mean, that sounds like Washington to me. Actually, that sounds more like Cleveland.
Yes.
But I mean, the Cleveland Honkies would be amazing.
Washington should have been the Sentinels from Heat, which I actually did a little research. Somebody trademarked the name Washington Sentinels when they first ever got wind that Washington was going to think about changing his name or was getting pressured to. Mm-hmm. I was like, that's brilliant. Because if they ever want to go that route,
They got to pay for it.
they got to pay.
But I mean, I might watch the Cleveland Honkies in the Washington Crackers.
I like the shirts that say, instead of, it looks like the Redskins logo, the old one,
Yeah.
but it's got a white guy and it just says Caucasians. Just call them the Caucasians.
Yeah. I mean, how bad would it be if it was the Cleveland Saltines?
I have something I want to say, but I'm afraid you'll delete this whole episode. So I'm not going to say it.
I mean,
New Year, save me.
it's...
Remind me after, and I'll tell you what popped in my head because it's not friendly for the podcast.
I mean, really,
All right.
anything goes on the podcast. We just kind of got a little too
Not
dark on that
anything.
one.
Speaking of too dark, let's go with this Irish-style amber ale.
Doesn't sound anything like
Nope.
a cracker.
Not at all. So
You know
this
what?
is-
That's what... You know how... Black people use the N-word as a term of endearment for the
Sometimes.
most part. For the most part.
Sometimes.
I'm going to start using honky.
That's fine.
Is that my honky?
It's honk with an A.
Honka? What's
Honka.
that,
What's
honka?
up, honka? Honka rhymes with Tonka, like the truck.
I think we just invented something new.
I think we did. Should go ahead and Urban Dictionary that before somebody steals it.
Honka.
My honka.
Actually, honka sounds like a fat Hawaiian guy.
That's racist right there.
Is it, though?
Yeah, I think fat Hawaiian guys are just called Samoans. Or sumo wrestlers, one or the other.
That's Japanese people.
Oh, okay.
That's
They're
fat Japanese people.
all on an island out in the ocean. They're both in the Pacific,
Specific.
to be in the Pacific Ocean.
They're in the Pacific Ocean to be Pacific.
They are. All right, let me pull up this Cherokee Red Ale. This American Amber Ale is medium-bodied and well-balanced with subtle fruity notes.
And we throw all of our steaks in it.
Oh, I've still got some of those caramel chew things left. This red ale has a caramel sweetness balanced with toasted grain flavors and a medium hop characteristic.
I just won a $1,000 gift card from Walmart, and I should click on that link to collect it.
I was like, where are you going with this, and why did you not start with you won $1,000 to Walmart?
It is trash.
All right, did you try that red ale? That was a good one.
That was for you.
Thank you. I'm going to turn the bass all the way to 11.
Everybody's going to be like, fucking hell.
Except for Patrick. He'll be like, bloody hell.
This isn't bad.
This is my favorite.
This is good. This has
is
a
the one-
very smooth, almost vanilla cherry flavor to it.
I can see that.
Cherry vanilla.
Yeah.
or vanilla cherry. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. Potato, tomato.
Either way, it's
This is what the now the website says this goes good with their Brewmaster pizza, which I had forever ago. But when I asked our waitress, I want the ale steak. What's going to go good with it? She goes, I don't know, the Cherokee
nuts.
Red Ale. These nuts. And so I got one of these in my steak, and she was right. It was delicious. I like this one.
Yeah, I do. I like this one.
This is by far my favorite out of 6. I'm glad we saved it to the end.
It's kind of was like, hey, do you want to save that one?
I'm just saying, I'm glad I didn't pull it out like first. And I'm glad we got this.
I probably would have said, do you want to save that one till the end?
Oh,
I do. I like this one. I like this one a lot.
We didn't get the Appalachian whatever ale. But I'm glad we got this instead of that. Like, we didn't get this one.
I'm easily on a 3 for this one.
I'm giving this a 3.5.
Okay. Yeah, I'm easily
because I'm not a beer guy, and I really like this. I would say if you go to the Smokey Mountain Brewery to get an ale steak, well, if you don't get an ale steak, you're an idiot. Get an ale steak and try the.
Don't be an
Red Ale.
idiot.
Don't be an idiot. Be a man.
And so we talked about the ale steak. We talked about running over to Blystone and paying $30 for a fucking steak.
Yeah, we still haven't done that.
I'm not doing that.
Just because you don't want to pay.
I don't want to pay $30 for a steak.
I paid $30 for Dad's birthday.
Like I will
last
pay
Monday, which is the last time I left my house till today. We went to Millstone Barbecue.
Yeah.
That's where we wanted to go. So we drive down to Logan, go to Millstone. I usually get brisket or whatever. I got the brisket bacon wrap burn-ins for an appetizer. Only ate 2 of them because I ordered a Delmonico steak.
Okay.
I was looking at the menu and said, "What's a Delmonico?" And
Well,
I Googled it, and it's like
type of steak.
It's a 2-inch thick cut steak. Nobody knows exactly what kind, but it's supposed to be a higher quality.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll try that. It's $20. No, it was $28. I read the menu wrong. And it was not that great. I was let down.
So it's a style of steak.
Correct.
It's not like
It
it's
came
not
from
like a
restaurant
sirloin
called
or whatever.
Delmonico's.
Yeah, it's a style of steak.
Yeah.
They're okay.
I would have rather have gotten a sirloin or a ribeye or a New York cut, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Montreal steak seasoning.
But I was like, $20, whatever, I'll try it. And it ended up being 28 something. And I was like, duh, it was not worth
No,
$30.
so I will say that heading over to Blystone, the steak is it's excellent.
How big is it for $30? Because we can go to the River.
I think that they're 8 or 10 ounce steaks.
And get
They're not
16-ounce
huge,
steaks for $30.
They're not
It's
huge.
Amazing.
but I'm not going to spend. I don't want to spend $30 on a steak
Fair.
anywhere, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ale steak's like 20.
yeah, I just don't.
I know that's still.
That's still like I feel like I can just buy a steak myself and make it the way that I want it.
Yeah.
And it'd be better than anything else I've ever had. Oh no, think about that, Randy.
I'll try. I'll tell you what. You make me a few steaks, different styles. I'll taste one and let you know.
Different style. Shit, I'll make you one style.
Okay, make me 3 of the same style. I don't
No,
care.
I'll make you one of one style.
I'm out.
I mean,
Am I paying for this steak? Because free steak's always going to beat a steak I pay for.
no, yeah, you're
If
paying for
somebody's
it.
like-
Now you're paying for
If
it.
somebody's like, I'm buying you a Bob Evans chopped steak.
Ew, chopsticks are gross.
Yeah, no, it's just like leftover ground up meat.
Yeah,
but if it's
like,
free,
it's
I'm like,
assholes
hey,
and lips and beaks.
I eat hot dogs.
Ugh.
I mean,
I know we had this conversation already
beaks
last
are
week.
delicious.
Last week, actually.
Yeah, well, you're right. We did.
Although I did find so
Beth, we had the whole discussion about condiments and ranch. Beth ordered some pizza, brought it down for me and the boys, and she brought me a little thing, like one of these little tiny condiment bowls.
yeah.
She had mixed up ranch and hot sauce to dip because it was stuffed crust pizza.
God damn it.
I started laughing, and then I got some of my beard, and I was like, "No, I got to go wash my beard because I can't just smell ranch for the next however long."
So I found a video, and I can't remember if it was on. I've recently.
Pornhub?
No. I'm not going to say I discovered TikTok. I've had a TikTok account for like 2 years, and I fucking still hate it. But I think it was on Instagram. It was a girl who she had to be in early to mid 20s, The title, the caption was "First time trying condiments."
Okay.
That was my response. Ketchup, honey mustard ranch, barbecue sauce.
Was she from a different country that
Fuck no.
like they don't have the
I think she
condiments,
lived in a
or
basement shackled to a wall
and was never given condiments?
and was never given
That's
condiments.
how she was tortured.
because she was trying them with like pieces of fries. Like she like dip a fry in ketchup. She'd eat them. She's like, no. And then she did her
Fries
reaction,
are like one of the main things that ketchup's actually really good
her
on.
reaction was the same. I'll see if I can find the video.
always
And
just
I'll
her
show it to
gagging.
you. It was just her gagging. Like she tried. Now Chick-fil-A sauce is not good.
Disagree.
I'm not a fan. Let's put it that
fine,
way.
but
I'm not a fan.
It's not nasty.
No. It's not nasty.
I like it. It's
I am
not
not a
like
fan.
the end all be all, but I like it.
But she was just like, oh, what the fuck is that? And like basically threw up in a trash can.
Was she overreacting? Because it sounds like she was overreacting.
Let me see. I'll see if I can find it. I'll show it to you off air
Yeah, because we're gonna have to wrap this up.
because we have to wrap this up. But I was just like, are you?
I gotta finish this beer and put a couple more earballs in my mouth.
But it was just like,
How do you-
I get it with ketchup because if you get the wrong ketchup,
that's the
if
that's
you
true.
get the wrong like
That's very true.
I'm
You
not-
get some nasty ketchups.
we had this discussion. I'm not against ketchup, but there are certain ketchups you definitely cannot use. If it says catsup, like you mentioned, if I just turn around and walk out.
Or fancy ketchup.
Or fancy ketchup, get
there's
away.
nothing fancy
If it's
about
not if it's not Heinz or homemade, run.
The only acceptable, aside from Heinz, that I've had, believe it or not, is Kroger brand. It's better than Hunt's. Which isn't saying a lot.
Hunt's isn't great, so
Right, which isn't saying a lot. But it's not as bad as most every other kind out there.
I only buy Heinz. If we have ketchup in this house, it's Heinz ketchup
Good, as it should be.
because I'm from Pittsburgh and that's where Heinz is from.
I know I can taste
Support local.
I can taste the depression in every bottle.
I'm fine with that. Support local.
Taste the depression and child trafficking in every bottle.
Child trafficking? That's Nike. How dare you? How dare you?
That's Nike. By the way, I love Nike glasses.
I love my Nike glasses. They were made by tiny hands.
Oh man.
All the little screws that got to go into these arms.
Yep.
Tiny little fingers.
Tiny little fingers. Only way to do it.
So I mean, it's fine.
It's fine. They're biting humans.
Yeah.
Is what we're saying.
Which I mean,
Somebody's got to do the
honestly,
work.
someone's got to do the work, and if you can't get an adult to do it,
It's just like back in the industrial
pay a child.
revolution.
It's no different than me asking my kids to go get me a beer.
It's the exact same.
It's identical, and I'm not paying them.
That's right. You're paying them.
Do the dishes. Do the dishes.
Huck got mad because I put on the football game last night. He was down in what I call the kilns, my little man cave basement.
Yeah.
And I said, all right, when the Buckeye game comes on, though, Daddy's TV. Like, it's always my TV, but I was letting him watch Hot Wheels videos on YouTube. And
Yeah.
I had the game on for a while, then all of a sudden he gets really mad. And I think he's tired because this whole holiday season's effed up their sleep schedule. And he started snapping at me. I said, whoa. I was like, first off, I ain't yelling at you, so watch your tone. I said, secondly, whose TV is that? He's like trying to choke back tears because, he would get heated with me.
Yeah.
And I put a stop to that. He goes, yours? I said, whose TV's upstairs? He goes, Mommy's? I was like, yeah, Mommy and Daddy pay for this crap. We let you watch it.
Yeah, we pay for this crap.
You've got a tablet. You've got, and I went on and on about it. But I was like, here's the deal, buddy. We don't have to let you have any of this. No TV, no tablet, no toys. We let you because we love you. We want you to have fun. But yeah, I had to kind of put him in his place last night.
The love you part's debatable. We
I love-
tolerate you.
I love my boys.
I mean,
We fought 7 years to have Huck.
I love my girls, but I
I didn't ask if you liked them.
I tolerate them. Well, there's a difference between love and like.
Exactly.
And then there's tolerating.
And then there's I haven't killed you yet.
And my 13-year-old is getting tolerated right now. Until
As we speak.
until she moves out.
So for 5 more years.
I got time. She is in toleration. It is trying having a teenage kid.
Oh, man. Okay.
Because it's going to be completely different with boys versus girls, and they need to be
Punched.
tolerated.
Tolerate you with my elbow.
I will tolerate you with you're grounded.
Works for me.
You ain't doing shit.
I've grounded myself. I literally was driving here today going, when was the last time I drove this truck? And then I got like halfway here and I was like, do I have gas? Which I had a full tank because I filled it up like on the way home from your house last week.
Yeah.
And I think I drove to Mom and Dad's to pick up stuff for the boys.
And that was it.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Went out with Mom and Dad Monday. We drove the Jeep. And then I've been home since last Monday.
Yeah, I got to go to work on.
Doing nothing.
I got to go to work tomorrow.
Go to work?
Well, here.
Okay.
I'm standing at work right now.
I have to get up and walk down the hall tomorrow.
Although I am thinking about buying a 39-inch wide monitor to replace these two monitors for work.
Do it.
I'm
I got a
contemplating it big
22-inch
time.
monitor that Skinner gave me, so I can run dual screen with my little laptop. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm
Sometimes
thinking,
that dual screen is a YouTube video while I'm trying to work.
well, I'm thinking about buying what's called a KVM switch that allows me to switch between computers. Mm-hmm. Taking one of these, turning it vertical,
That's how he had his.
and then having a 39-inch widescreen monitor across so that I can work on.
I'm not going to be able to see you.
Maybe.
You're going to have a command central over there.
Yeah, I got to do something over here.
I think I'm going to buy a thing to sit on my desk to make it a standing desk.
I have one downstairs.
That goes on top of a desk?
Yeah.
Huh.
Now, it's owned by my company.
No, it's not. Possession's 9/10 of the law.
Well, I actually had to sign that one out. Everything else that
You're never going back to office.
Wow. Yeah, that is true.
So,
But I do have a Vera desk, like sit stand. I hate it though. You won't like it.
Oh well.
If you're gonna get
I found one I really like that was suggested by a guy who's used one for a couple years.
fucking hated it.
I forget the brand. It's not a Vera desk. I don't know what Vera desk is.
Well, so the one that I have has two levels to it. It has the main level, and then
Right.
it has another level you put your monitors and shit on.
Oh yeah, I don't.
And I used it at the office, but once I brought it home, when we started working from home,
Yeah, not bueno.
no. That's why there are two standing desks in this office.
Yeah.
One never gets used as a
I was gonna
standing
say,
desk.
I didn't know this was a standing desk here
That was the original desk I bought
for you.
for me.
Okay,
And then a friend of mine gave me this one.
I remember that.
He's like, my company's getting rid of this shit. You want a standing desk? It's electronic. And I'm like, well, hell yeah, I'll take it. Like, if you're giving it away, I'm not going to turn it down.
So you got that for free?
So I got this for free.
Actually, just stood up because my tailbone's hurting.
And I'm thinking about replacing the top on it.
With what?
I want to do a live edge piece of wood, like wood top. But it has to be 60 by 30. So it's got to be 30 inches deep by 60 inches long.
Is that what that is?
That's what this is. If I don't, I won't be able to have both of my...
What you have on it? Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a lot of junk, but then it's our recording shit and everything else.
Controller.
Yeah. The Xbox controller. Anyway. All right. So definitely check out Smokey Mountain Brewery.
Yep. Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, and I think Knoxville or something.
Yeah. I mean, that last beer I gave a 3. The IPA gets like a 2.5. The Hellies gets like a 2. But definitely check them out. It's interesting. Some of it wasn't that one just gets a 1. Like, it is just,
Really bad.
in my opinion, it's flat out awful.
That was the Black Bear Ale.
The Black Bear, yeah. The Black Bear just... So, check them out if you're ever down that way. And then check out Krema Nut Company. That's what...
Oh, yeah.
Everything that Randy had he put a nut in his mouth, and he loved it.
I had so many nuts in my mouth today.
And then Aldi.
Yeah, and Aldi for the
Aldi for
espresso
the
beans.
espresso beans and
Those
chocolate
were
covered.
good. I knew what that was immediately. I've had not those.
Well,
but
yeah, I mean-
variations.
They're amazing, though. So anyway, yeah, I'm Martelle. He's Randy. We're out.
Peace. Insta Google Tweetstagram.